Bruce, you have a couple of ideas around decentralization. Can you explain to us exactly what that means?
Yeah, I guess the best way to explain that is to explain how the Aboriginal student representative is set up within the organizational structure of KSA. Right now, there is a hierarchical system based on the BC Societies Act, and basically it's a top down thing. And in the past, the Aboriginal constituency person was the go to person. Even I would even argue for permission to do something, anything to do with Aboriginal students. I disagree with that for a number of reasons. The main reason is I believe that the top-down hierarchical system is non-Indigenous. It's a system that was imposed on us, and it is being imposed upon us by the Student Association. Quite innocently, it's nothing mean, it's just that's the way things have been done. I'm here to say that that's got to change, because if Kwantlen University and KSA are committed to Native students being themselves, Indigenous students being themselves, then we've got to open up the way we do things to challenge and to think about and so forth. Native people have done things as equal people. We have a group of people sitting together, each with a piece of the puzzle, and until we all come together, we don't know what that whole puzzle looks like. So I'm saying that we've got to find another form of representation for Indigenous students at Kwantlen University. The other thing is, I believe in a bottom-up process. All good things come from the grassroots, and if we try to control what grassroots Native people are thinking, we're either going to isolate them or we're going to get them angry at the university or the student association. And what I think we ought to do is encourage, if you're an Indigenous student, you have an idea, you don't need my permission to do anything. Just go out there and do it. You can talk to us about it. We can find ways to support you. But all good things come from the people, and it's the bottom up. And I think that we need to reverse the whole hierarchical structure to allow for that circle talk and to allow for the bottom up energy to come out and speak truth to power. One of the things we can do, is as the representative, is sit down with whatever group, find out what's your vision, what do you got, how are you going to get there, and I can facilitate them in terms of clarifying their vision, writing grants, creating a work plan, creating guidelines to make sure you're on schedule, and to build up your project. And secondly, to get all of these Indigenous initiatives throughout all of the campuses together, maybe once or twice every one, or to get students together periodically to talk about their initiatives so that we know what's going on and we can share ideas about how people can do their thing. In other words, let's take away the power from the Aboriginal student rep, put it back into the community, let individual Native people take power and take initiative and take ownership of their own projects. So therefore I promote a decentralization model, a model that I think, and I would argue, is more consistent with Aboriginal tradition. And the fight in any kind of social struggle or any kind of movement is the right to be ourselves and to have the community acknowledge who we are on our own terms. And I think that's the discussion that has to happen at the Kwantlen Student Association. And I think one of the important things is to move away from a centralized, go to authoritative Aboriginal constituent representative towards a representative that facilitates students So I think I'll end it at that, Ali, because I think that kind of covers where I'm going. It's not written in blood. It's just kind of flowing. Thanks, Ali.